Hello, this is Corbin, and for my at-home science project, I decided to make a plant cell model out of tissue paper and candy. This project relates to our class since earlier this semester we learned about different types of cells. Now this is my model that I made to represent the plant cell. This model contains every part of the plant cell with the tissue paper parts being the cytoplasm and the cell wall. And I use different types of candy to make the different parts. But right here I have the nucleus, which is the DNA of the cell. I use marshmallow and nerd gummy clusters in order to make the vacuole of the cell, which is the storage for the cell. And I have the smooth and rough ER, which are made out of fruit by the foot. And the ER is the connective membranes for the cell. I used M&Ms to represent the peroxisome, which are the more smaller membranes of the cell. There is gushers right here. These gushers are used to represent the chloroplasts of the cell, which help do photosynthesis. Other parts are the ribosomes, which I used smaller parts of jelly beans in order to create that. The ribosomes are used for protein synthesis for the cell. So you also have the mitochondria of the cell, which are used by these jelly beans right here. And it's the most important part of the cell since it's the powerhouse of the cell and used for energy. This model is able to show all the different parts of the cell, and it's pretty easy to do so. What I did was step 1 is I got a plate. For step 2, I got the different tissue papers and I made them the way they are so I could have this main part be the cytoplasm, and I rolled these up right here so they could be the cell wall. I was then able to grab a little gummy right here, is that for the nucleus, and put an M&M inside there. Cut up some fruit by the foot and use those as the ER around the cell. Some crushed parts right here. I was able to break down different candies and create different models for them. My favorite one right here is when I did the vacuole, which I crushed up a marshmallow and used little gummy pieces right there. I kind of put that together right there and glued everything on, so that way I could have this different cell model. This project could be used primarily for students, as it is a good way to help them learn about the different cell parts. To get different candy, and they're able to learn how the cell works. Overall, I think this is a really effective project and really good for kids, since it's an art project that helps you learn and get some candy out of it. So overall, I'm very happy with this project and how it's able to relate to our class, since we did focus on cells a lot earlier in the year. Yeah, this is the cell model that I was able to create at home.